We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's on to Week 12, and we've got a great Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. It's across midfield and inside the 45. Good pick up there at 22. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Completes to Shakir once again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. A 7-yard Charles Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Down to the 10. Bills touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
His kick is good.
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
They gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Stroud looking to throw. He's going to flip that. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has it in for the first. The Texans are 2-8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but you what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
You look at this Buffalo defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. If they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He gets us inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stroud sets up the play action. Rolling to his right. He's caught. Touchdown. Texans. Jaden Higgins from 10 yards out. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point on 5th down, out the door. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Coleman, the man in motion left. To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, Shaquille. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Texans 7. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you'd say if you want to win a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with the win.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Stroud working out of the gun. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Why, Tony? Oh, right.
Stroud and company going for it. Working the middle of the field. He's got him complete.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield and into the foul territory.
At the 45. Here's second and a couple.
Brings up
Stroud out of the gun here.
At the 45-yard line.
And that fielded incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up third down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. A rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got the steam. And he will dive into the end zone. A 2-point conversion is successful. Boy, they're down only one score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. Texans may have recovered. They did recover. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here.
Play action. Stroud down. Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield.
Well, they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
13 yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
Second and a yard.
Here we go.
At the Bills' 33-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Stroud.
That's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Fourth down. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. So I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to run that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. That one goes for 8 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Allen. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, Carter. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Well, he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Khalil Shakir, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Tony. Ow, what's that? At 18. What's that?
Now Stroud. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
All his early struggles continue. Here's another interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allow that turnover to hurt.
Under pressure, the Texans will get in there for the sack. The Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd in a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Coleman, the man in motion left. Now Allen.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Brown 80. 56, 56. Half. Hey, hold. Hey, tight. Half. Alert.
To the air, Allen. And complete, right side of the car. He's got room to roam. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
5 wide. Alert. Stop.
Motion man is Shakir.
A final shot before half for Allen. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
And Raiders set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This going to be returned from the 2. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that's it, because even more slow. They become more empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, trying to slow things down a little bit.
Wide open receiver complete. No doubt behind before getting this inside the 30. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
On the bootleg, Stroud. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
He's got it to Collins complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The speed where it's just hard to get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. They've come up empty on them. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Why, Tony?
Throwing now is Stroud. They intercept Stroud again the 3rd time in this game.
Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly get a little bit too greedy right there.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come in. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. second and long. Allen. They'll wind up getting 4 down on his own, but won't leave them now with a third down situation. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. First out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on about his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted.
Picked off by a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. I saw the pressure coming as that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
This is what they're going to do more. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Here back at the 23-yard line. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's going to get that to his running back. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't hit any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Throwing now is Allen. As his man, it's Shakir. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Allen now looks to throw. Under pressure on the Texans. Able to get it after the sack. Will Anderson able to run it down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Allen. And he will slow it down with a good game. Nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but it's still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, their clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And it is caught. He's into space past the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 54 yards. And the Bills extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more.
Bills 36, Texans 22. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Gets around him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I looked at repeat that Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to get out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Open man is Higgins. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Complete to number 81.
Stroud off the play fake. Flushed out right. He's got it wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 29 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going well. Now the pressure again swings to their defense. So they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here's second and 10. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. They're right going to him in the slot. He catches it up.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw is Allen. Coleman has it here right side. Now the Texans are going to first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is caught. He is into the end zone for a touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bills are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Texans 29. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
All right. 19 Texans. 118. What's that? Tonight.
Here's Stroud. Finding Schultz. That's going to be out the 45-yard line. One timeout at their disposal. The more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now incomplete. It's tapped down. And the out is just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Alert to hot.
Stroud. That is caught by Dillon. And they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That's another
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty good pass plays there. Then you've got to break them when they're bending too much.
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down their throat.
To Mixon on the check down. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
Well, that's a little pride to you. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
They'll come up now.
Here we go.
2nd and 9.
118. What's that? 11.
Stroud to throw it. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Tony. 19 Texans. Buggy.
Now Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out of the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
All right. Hey, south.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop them with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go.
Stroud will look to throw once more. They'll roll him out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
What's up?
They'll go play action here with Stroud. And they're going to get it. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone. such, here in the final five, things get a little bit tighter. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Extra point, fairway, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. 36. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this.
The kickoff for Houston.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bills. And that should overdo it. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Swinging this out right here for Cook. And even though he gets out of bounds to start the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
How about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continue to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Buffalo, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Pittsburgh